Before anyone asks, yes, this is my real hair. Before we start the video, I got a little rant for you. Ciphers. What the fuck? And now, to your actual video. So the ban list was leaked last Friday, and it became effective as of this past Monday. So after spending the entire weekend basically going, the fuck is this shit? I've also gone through the 5 stages up to this point. And what I've reached right now is acceptance. Oh, don't get me wrong. They hurt. They hurt a lot. However, we can still move on and accept it. I mean, we've gone through worse. And as much as I don't like this list, I've accepted it, and I'm pretty sure a lot of you have, since it's been a week. So let's go over this list, shall we? Damage Juggler and Plush Fire are now banned. Now, they were originally banned directly during the middle of the format, which is alright, because Pepe was running rampant and it was out of control and it needed to fucking die. Yes, I was saddened, as I'm pretty sure a whole lot of you were as well. However, I was only using the clowns for a few decks. Here's how I accepted it. Now, I did use the clowns in Volcanics, but let's be honest, Hat Tricker was the MVP. Although it was also a Damage Juggler, but Hat Tricker can still work just the same. It was also the Ceres, but let's be honest, did they even have a chance? And then, most famously, was Clownblade. Now, I think I've gone on record before saying that I topped 4 with it, so the fact that I actually topped, maybe not 3rd place like I'm mostly known for doing, but even so, it's done its job, and I can safely say that I let it go. And make no mistake about it, because once again, they had to go. I wanted to put Ptolemaeus in that same category, even though the thing is banned now. I did not like that one in the beginning, and even right now, I can move on from it, because it was an unnecessary hit. I mean, you already got rid of the problem, which was the clowns, but without the clowns, you can't really make Ptolemaeus. But okay, fine. I mean, there was also the case where everybody and their mom was running Infinity, in order to go from Ptolemaeus to Infinity. But come on, everyone and their mom was running Infinity. Do you really want to keep dealing with that? I mean, I for one sure as hell wouldn't. Hell, if you guys know me, I'd rather have that thing with me, which I do. But without Ptolemaeus, well, you're not really left with much now, are you? Next up was Chicken Game. You know what? Fuck you, Monarchs. Fuck you. That's all I gotta say. If that fucking field spell couldn't go, then you know what? This one should. My Super Quantums are never gonna be complete. And lastly, we got Wavering Eyes. You know, honestly, I just used this as a side card, as a last resort or last minute cowboy. Yes, the damage was good, but Pendulum users had the bigger advantage. So yeah, good riddance. Now what got sent to 1 is Luster Dragon, the Pendulum Draco Slayer. This one along with Draco Face-Off and Igniter, hell, I didn't even know they were threats to begin with. That they were in desperate need to be sent to 1. But hey, I'm not going to argue with something I really didn't care for to begin with. Performer Pal, Monkey Board, and Skullcrobat Joker. Kaname must really hate Pepe. Hey, anything to kill the deck. I mean, if you want to kill the last bit of remnants for it, then by all means. Hell, everyone's been complaining about it this whole time, and I've only faced it once. And I gotta tell you, even just once is enough. Same thing for Wisdom Eye. That cheap piece of crap. Oh, Norden. It was only a matter of time. We all saw this coming, we just didn't want it to come anytime soon. Now, on an average game, you probably see Norden once, and at best twice. But for some reason, everyone kept running a play setup. You know, at best, you're only gonna see 2, so why not just run the 2? Well, they may have hit Norden. I mean, it's not really much. There's really not much there anyway. I mean, I'm kind of okay with it. You know, running 1 is not going to be that bad. I'm more shocked that it happened right now, but I'm even more shocked that they didn't get instant fusion instead. But I'm more happy that it didn't get hit to 1, because now what did get hit to 1 is now officially off the list, even if it's just by 1, which is Thousand Eyes Restrict. Yes, my old friend, Thousand Eyes Restrict. Well, not really breaking the game like he used to way back in the day, and I'm not seeing anybody use him at all right now. I've seemed to have run into a little bit of a dilemma, as I'm sure most people have, and that problem is, what are we going to do? What are we going to do about Thousand Eyes Restrict? How are we going to fit him in? How will he work? You know, the questions just keep coming and going. I'd love nothing more than to run Thousand Eyes Restrict, but the problem is, everything that I run is, you know, just fine. What do we gain from running Thousand Eyes Restrict? Maybe now all those people who actually run the 3 instant fusions will be able to use it a whole lot more with the 1 Norden, the Thousand Eyes, and Panzer Dragon. I'm gonna put this one on hold because even I don't know what the hell I'm gonna do with it. So I'll have to get back to you on that one. And then we have reasoning going to 1. Oh, my super quantums are never gonna be complete. Now, here's what really pissed me off. Here's what really pissed me off. This is like the second time in a row. Upstart Goblin went to 1. Now, I don't know what Konami was smoking. Now, unlike Norden, where, and this is going by my standards, not the average player, because God knows I'm below average. I always saw Norden at least once. Twice if I was lucky, but that was like seeing a red moon, you know, it rarely ever occurs. But Upstart, you know, you had the chance of drawing it up to 3 times per game, and that's on average. Now, yeah, this one took a really big blow to a lot of decks since this was a bit of a staple. I mean, you run a playset of it, you know, what's not to like about it? But then again, Konami does hate OTK-based decks, so, you know, another blow to Monarch, you know, fuck you to Monarchs once again, even though they kept getting the wrong cards. I mean, Upstart literally did nothing wrong, but, you know, at this point, what can we do? Right now, the only problem I have is, what am I going to use in order to fill in these 2 slots? Well, I'm still going to run the 1 Upstart. I mean, that right there is a given. Playset of training is just not going to be enough. Same thing goes for Phantom Knights and Super Quantums, okay? No. But as for the 2 slots, you know, it occurs to me that since I already don't run back row anyway, I mean, it's all hand traps all the way for me. And because Galaxy lacks hand advantage, you know, I've accepted it in the case of, you know, Maxi to the rescue. Now, back row is still a bit of a problem. Well, it's only a problem if they're running the Mirror Force cards. I was also contemplating on running Forbidden Lance, like I used to back in the day. Now, I would have gone with Lance, but if you really think about it, Bottomless rarely ever happens. Warning is now 4 times given Solemn Strike. Who uses Compulse nowadays and Torrential Tribute? And Regeki now seems to be a main deck card that keeps being switched out for a side deck card. Cosmos seem to have the upper hand once again this format, and given the fact that they keep special summoning themselves more than once per turn, if you're gonna die, you might as well have a big hand while you're at it. But here's the best part about Upstart going to 1. At least we can blame Monarchs for this one. So thanks, thanks, Monarchs! Now, for what it's worth, Debris Dragon coming back is a pretty good thing. I mean, Debris Dragon it can still hold its own. So Upstart going to 1, well, here you go, here's a second allure. But hey, this is acceptance here, okay? And this is my way of accepting this. My Super Quantums are never gonna be complete, are they? Tragodia should have gone to 3 a long time ago when people stopped using it. As long as Necros remain dead, no one gives a crap about advanced ritual arts. Chris Card going to 3 does not help the Phantom Knights. They do, however, help the Burning Abyss, but if you really wanted to hit a couple cards, you know, where's Fire Lake? Now, for this whole list, you know, I could deal with the bad. I've already accepted how bad the list can be, but with a couple good things, which I'll be showcasing to you in the upcoming deck profiles. You know, there's always a silver lining in each ban list, because even though this list has its bad moments, having Demok to 3 is not going to make it any better.